Motormouth Jenkins here, welcoming you to our brand new YouTube channel. Hope that you'll come back and see every segment each and every week, and I will share preventative maintenance tips and regularly scheduled maintenance tips for your car. So whether you know a little bit about your car or absolutely nothing, this is the channel just for you, where I share over 35 years of experience as a qualified and licensed service technician with truck and coach, light truck and passenger vehicles. Come back and visit us and tell your friends, and we'll see you each and every week right here in the Car Connection Workshop on YouTube. Hey, good morning, Car Connection Workshop friends. Happy to have you with us. We are currently going to do a brake inspection on a 2016 Dodge Ram 1500 four-wheel drive. And this is going to be an interesting one. Reason being is the owner says, Motormouth, it only needs brake pads. That's all. And I go, well, how do you know that? Well, I know this. It only needs brake pads. I go, well, here's the thing. Motormouth doesn't do a halfway brake job, ever. We do it right, or I don't touch it. And the reason being is, you know, it's my licenses as far as automotive goes. My 310S or my 310T could go like this if something happens. So the rule of thumb from an automotive service tech's point of view, and the Ministry of Skills and Development and the Ministry of Transportation, if I do a job that's half a job and it causes a vehicle wreck, upset, or a death, it comes back to me. So I said to her, well, let me inspect it and see what's what. And I know already what we're going to find, but this is a good learning tool to show you. Brakes generally need a whole lot more than just brake pads. So let's get into it. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, follow, hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single gearhead moment here in the Car Connection Workshop, because this is a very typical scenario. So let's get this wheel off and let's have a looky-see. That's what I call it. Let's have a looky-see. And we're working outside because we don't have room for this baby inside right now. Oh, and good luck. These wheels haven't been off in a very long time. Oh my. Let's crank it up. Crank it up. We need more power. Well, that's good. See what you're into already? Where do we go from here, you say? Well, we put the coffee pot on and go and think about it for a while. We'll see what we're going to do here, because nobody's coming home. I got 2 out of 5 off. Lack of maintenance, man. That means getting the wheels off is going to be an art. Garfunkel. Yes, sirree, Bob. 1 to go, and then we're on with the show. We'll let the compressor give us a little more oomph, but there's no lubrication on the studs, so that's a happy day. And the vehicle has 4 wheels, not just 1. Yeah. Lack of maintenance. Come on. It's moving, but so is the rest of the planet. Okay. I'm gonna go get some penetrant, sing a song, and I'll just keep talking while I go. Yeah, we need some kind of miracle penetrating fluid here to help us out. And possibly a breaker bar might be in order here. See if that'll work. Get a little corrosion free in there. See if that'll work. But yeah, you're dealing with frozen wheel nuts, frozen studs. There's no lubrication on a single stud on this. So here's what you know. You're going to waste quite a bit of time trying to get the wheels off. Just getting the wheels off, folks, can be a project. So we'll pre-lube that, which also tells me I'm probably going to have to G.I. Joe the wheel off the hub because it's probably stuck on the hub as well, right in here where I'm squeezing the juice in. Should be stuck. And this is where, folks, this is a great learning curve because, yeah, it's nice and tight, love it. This is where you're paying by the hour. So if you're not taking care of the little things here, you're going to pay more in labor than the next guy because I got to argue to get the wheels off just so I can get to the rest of it. I got to see if I can do it with a bar. So, good thing I was thinking. But again, this is costing you time. The tech is on the clock. So how much time do you want him to bill you just to get the wheels off your ride? That's what you have to ask yourself. Is lack of maintenance is costing you a freaking arm and a leg. Not taking care of stuff when it needs to be taken care of. Maintenance. This truck, I can tell you right now, has not seen maintenance for a very long time. It's just hop in it and drive it. And that's why I said I'd take a look at it because I knew this would be a teaching series. Because this is costing you right now, if the shop rate is 200, or the shop rate's 110, or the shop rate's 165, if it takes me half an hour to get this off, you're paying for that. So your lack of maintenance is going to come back and get you. Because I don't know if I'm going to get this off. I'll be honest. Unreal. I'm probably going to break my breaker bar before I get this loose. And I'm not going to do that. There we go. Say hallelujah to corrosion free. I just saved you some money and a stud. Because if the stud breaks, now you got another hour labor on top of it all. Then we'll see if I can get the wheel off. That's why I'm only doing one wheel today so that I can give a report. But I can tell you right now, this truck, it needs brakes all the way around. The back ones are a mess. I can see it through the wheel. But I wanted to take a wheel off to show you and to talk about this exact thing. Yes, sirree. Let's get that stand back under there as a safety. Always work safe, guys. Don't cut any corners. Because I haven't had my second cup of coffee, and I don't want to be stuck under somebody's truck saying, "Get the hell off of me." Yeah, don't play that game. Just don't. So I can tell you right now, those are going to be a fight to come off, but play safe first. Get that on a stand. See if we can get one off and have a looky-see. See what I mean? That's on there. Big time. How do you get that off? Well, again, you got 4 wheels on this thing. And it's stuck. So, how do you deal with that? Well, I got to get in there and try and pry it off. That's the only way you're going to get that off. These wheels haven't been off in a long time. So let's turn the wheel the other way. Okay. So we'll see if I can get in here. Get that baby off. Okay. I'm going to go and get Killer, and I'll be right back. And this is the thing. You're paying right now, if I was on the meter, you're paying shop labor to do this. To get one wheel off out of 4. Yeah. What does that look like? You could end up paying literally 4 hours labor just to get the wheels off. And you haven't even done a repair yet. Just to get the wheel off. But here's something else to think about is you're on the side of the road in the middle of nowhere with a flat. You just happen to have this kind of stuff laying around. You just happen to have that in the glove box. Killer? Probably not. So imagine you're on the side of the road and you've just run into what I got going on here is the wheel nuts are all seized, the wheel's stuck to the hub, and you can't get it off to put the spare on. That's a problem. Yeah. This thing has not seen any maintenance for a long time. And this is why I say preventative maintenance. Wow, look at that. Ain't that something? Not a surprise. Let's have a look at it. So, it just needs brake pads. I'm going to tell you something. That this has not had a brake job since 2016. How do I know that? See these clips? They're put on the assembly line. When the vehicle's going down the assembly line to stop the rotors from falling off, they put these clips on to hold the rotors in place. So this truck, a little winded. I need a coffee. Isn't nap time? I want my mommy. Okay, that's enough. There's no crying in automotive. So, this truck has 260,000 kilometers on original front brakes. And these wheels, I'm going to tell you right now, have not been off for a very long time. I don't believe these are the original tires, so they may have changed up. I don't know if it was born with BFGs, K2s, I'm not sure. But I can tell you that this rotor is the rotor this truck was born with in 2016. And they are done. We're not rescuing this. The brake pads, there's nothing left. There's nothing left. See where my finger is? There is no brake pad. Let me go get a screwdriver, Skippy, and we'll turn the steering wheel the other way so we can have a look at the caterpillar, the caliper. Yeah, there's no brake left. There's not a stitch of braked pad left. Nowheres. Nowheres whatsoever. I'm just going to drop that down onto the jack stand. Jack stand Jimmy. just for safety purposes. More better. Okay, I'm just going to go get a screwdriver because I want you to see this. This is a good teaching tool right here. Is you can say, well, I'm not spending any money on it unless I have to. Well, you know what happens at the end of the day? This is what happens. Is you win. You didn't spend any money on it at the end of the day. Now all the money you didn't spend on preventative maintenance is now going to come back to haunt you, because as they say, as the old commercial says, you can pay me now or pay me later. There's the brake pad, and there is no material. That's the metal backing plate right there. That's the backing plate of the pad. And I can almost guarantee you that these calipers are probably not any good, because the pistons, it's a dual piston system, because this is four-wheel drive. It's 1500, 3/4 ton or whatever, and it has two pistons in it. So just have a look in here, right here, and look at how far the pistons are out of the bore. That's where you people are making a mistake. If you change the brake pads at about 40% left, then you can save these calipers, because the pistons haven't come out all the way. So that's why I look at this and I go, this is going to be a brake job party pack. That's what I call it. It's going to be calipers, rotors, and pads to get the job done, and times 4. Because the back is going to be equally as bad as this. How do I know? Because the front brakes do 75% of the work, and the front brakes are just finally, there's nothing left at 260,000 kilometers. So what do you think's on the back? Their disc back there. Same thing. 260,000 K, no money spent on brakes. Now you're going to pay. Now it's going to cost you. So was that free driving or not? Remember the old Fram commercial? You can pay me now or pay me later. You're going to pay now, because I'll tell you, those calipers will not be freed up. And we'll pull one of those off later, but I just wanted to show you the owner stated, Niall, it only needs pads. No, it doesn't. And I will not do this brake job and cut corners and try and make the calipers work when they're going to be seized and tight, and stuff a set of brake pads in here on the rotors that are shot, and they've been on this truck since it was born in 2016. January 2016. So let's just leave it at that. What's the conclusion here? The conclusion is, when I talk about preventative maintenance, you can take the wheels off my little rocket right here. You can go over to the other side of where the other workshop is, the 2007 FJ. You can take the wheels off, and you can take the calipers off and take the rotors off. Everything's lubricated twice a year. I take them apart, I pull the wheels off, pull the caliper off, clean the saddle, clean the pads, re-lube them, put them back together. That's preventative maintenance. How much preventative maintenance has been done here? 0. It's not running on all 8 cylinders. It's misfiring. It's got some kind of an exhaust leak happening. The truck needs some money spent on it, and the tires are cracking in the tread. So, like I said, I don't know if it was born with these at the factory and they have 260,000 kilometers on or not, but look at the tires even. Look at the cracks in the treads. These tires are rotten. Would I go on the highway with these? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. All the treads, you got tire rot. Tells me how old they are. They're beyond 6 years old. So we'll leave this where it's at. I'll talk to the owner. This is going to be, this brake job is going to be what I call a grunt job. First of all, getting the wheel nuts loose. Second of all, getting the wheels off the hubs. And now dealing with calipers And the hardware is probably, you got to take these saddles off to get the rotors off. These rotors are going to give you grief on this hub here coming over the hub. So at least they're top hat rotors, but I'll tell you what, it's going to be grief getting the rotor over that hub. So I'm going to help them here, and I'm going to show you a little trick. Is you take some of this here. They don't sponsor the show or our videos, but you want to get some lube right in there so you can at least get these off. And then when you put the new ones on, I put anti-seize around that hub. I put anti-seize on the studs. Everything gets anti-seized. Everything. And if you stand around long enough, even Skippy will tell you, you'll get anti-seized. Yeah, so that's all I got for you on this one. Preventative maintenance is the key. When I make a suggestion, here it is. Every 6 months, you have the wheels taken off, and you have the brakes looked at, and clean and lube them and put the wheels back on, and you won't have these kind of headaches, because now no money has been spent for 260,000 kilometers. And I keep saying that because I want to remind you, it's had not a dime spent on the brakes for 260,000 kilometers. Well, now's the time where what you thought was that free driving is now going to cost you in labor. So was it really free driving? That's the question I leave with you. Thanks for passing by the Car Connection Workshop this morning. Don't forget to like and follow us on Facebook, Niall Motormouth Jenkins. And also, subscribe. It's free. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like, follow, share. Make a comment. Put a little bleep bloop type thing down in there that Derek always says. Put a bleep bloop in the comments section. And when was the last time your car had a brake inspection like this? Wheels off, folks. Not what I call a peekaboo through the wheel. This is what I do. It's wheels off. I want to see everything. And that's what you'll see in every single one of our videos at Niall Motormouth Jenkins. Hit the bell. Ring the bell so you don't miss a single minute of knuckle busting, gut grooving, wheel nut wrenching, wheel hammering stuff, because it doesn't have to happen that way. So thanks for watching, friends. We'll see you in the next one. Well, thank you for stopping by the Car Connection Workshop right here on YouTube. Don't forget to come back and join us for another segment. So like, share, tag, and follow, and ding that bell so that you don't miss a single edition of Car Connection. So till next time, keep it under 100 and put the coffee on, because we're coming to your house.